We are going on a trail. But they still own that down there.
No. So you have to get on.
Oh, you're getting on.
You have to get on ground that isn't.
Not bad. Wow, you saw that?
Oh, there it is. They're right there.
Yeah.
They're right there.
That was huge. Right there.
Look at that. Wow. Whew.
This we gotta bleep, but home stretch. We're almost back to New York. 14 hours. We're supposed to sleep. Are we boarding now? I think we're boarding now. Alright, we are back in New York City. That was 14 hours, 15 hours. Well, we are back. Now it's straight back to work. So not the office, but home.
Good morning, everybody. I'm headed to an open house today. $9 million down here in Anna Maria Island. I'm gonna take you along. Let's go see. They're asking $2,300 a foot, which is New York City pricing. Curious to see what that gets you here. I kind of go everywhere, and that is something that I took from my last job. Was the company was very international, and it was all about going where your clients go. And I've really taken that model and run with it because I do think it's important to have to be able to speak about many markets. My market in New York is directly affected by many other places. Often they say Miami is the canary in the coal mine for the real estate market. So I think looking at Florida, and they're charging $2,500 a foot. That's what we charge for New Dev in Manhattan. But I would have never known that. I don't know what it costs to retire on Anna Maria Island. Now I do. A lot of money. Everywhere that I go to an open house. At least one. Just to meet a realtor there, see if I maybe have a client for it. The house that I went and toured, I sent it out to a couple people that I've worked with in the past. I was like, hey, if you're looking for an income producing property, I think this is a great option. I ended up meeting a woman while I was down there that's actually looking to buy something. So then it became, okay, now I have a realtor to refer you to down here. So I actually was able to refer someone out while I was there. And it very quickly becomes work. But for me, it's never work. It's just like, oh, we're just talking, suddenly you need a house. Oh, I have a realtor. I don't know. The house is open, you walk through it, you meet the realtor, you get to see the design. I'm waiting for Anna to walk in so I can record her.
You're all nervous, man.
What time?
Sorry, I'm having a bad hair day. Did I not have the hairbrush? Oh, okay, no. Okay.
That right there was very
The week that you guys were in Hawaii, I was in another tropical place, sort of, called Miami. I went to the MFA conference down there, which I forgot what MFA stands for, but it basically was a financial conference. It was actually really, really informative and very content heavy. It was about 4 days. So it was, Monday was kind of the first day, but I flew in Monday night because the first day is always fugazi, it doesn't matter anyway. The second day was kind of the marathon day. We had a lot of amazing speakers there, Ken Griffin among many others. So it was a very legit conference. And being as someone, my background is I actually have a bachelor's of business administration, and I actually have worked for BlackRock, briefly as an analyst. So I do have somewhat of a financial background. So a lot of the lingo and terminology they were using was actually very familiar to me. So it wasn't like speaking gibberish. I met a lot of great people. Actually, it was really a great event. And I'm really glad I went. Of course, I didn't get to do my usual MAM activities, which include the beach, but I wasn't there for the beach. So I'm this is a business trip. So there's no beach, no tanning, no spa.
Hello. The week you guys were in Hawaii, I was doing a few showings that Sunday during the day in Hell's Kitchen, Midtown West area. That client ended up going with one on 58th and 8th, so that was great. After that, I packed up and flew to Wisconsin because I also model. So I was out in Wisconsin, what city exactly? Madison. Just working, shooting for Shopbop. It's like owned by Amazon and this and that. And when I was there, I was answering calls and emailing, posting listings just to kind of keep up with the real estate out here in New York. And I stayed there for 2 days. Flew back. I was super sick that week though. It lasted for like 2 weeks. I don't know why. And then when I came back, I showed a couple of my buyers houses in the Upper West. But that property that you guys went to was beautiful. It's beautiful.
So Hawaii, me and Sandy went, of course, we got back. The property's amazing, phenomenal. I've truly never seen a property done that, like down to the last detail, just to perfection, right? This goes to show the difference between a private owner who has a lot of money and shows a lot of passion for where he's going to live and makes everything to perfection compared to a developer. Not to say that some developers don't do everything to perfection, because there is some. However, most of them don't, right? So this is something that was just done fully to perfection. It just got finished. Everything is completely new, and there's no property like it. We could literally see from the property like whales jumping in the water, them splashing around. We can see Maui on the other side. There's an infinity pool. Everything was done to perfection. Me and Sandy had our own bedrooms, like we had our own showers, outdoor showers, indoor showers. Everything there was just done beautifully, and it was made in a way where you can almost, there's sort of a mojo to the place, right? You can walk in and you can walk, there's a flow to it. Every single door opens, slides through perfectly. It was just, I have nothing bad to say about that property. It's amazing. And the fact that it's so sort of cut off from the rest of the world. So for anyone that's looking to either do business there, you know, have a retreat for your company, or even just a family vacation, you have basically 4 different properties that they can stay at. And you can also do, you know, different types of renting. You can use it as a business. You can use it as just your home, your sort of to get away. You can use it for music companies. You can use it as a recording studio. You can turn one of those homes that's there into a recording studio. Send your artist out there, you know, clear their minds, or you can send them out there to not clear their minds and fucking party and go crazy, right? Because there's no one around you. And it functions completely. It's literally off the grid. So it's solar. Everything is like powered by that. The water, everything else, right? So it's fantastic. And there's growing tequila on the property, right?
Yeah,
so you
it's
can
like
do that as well.
bonus.
You can mark your own tequila. Like you can literally go in and say, you know, whoever buys it, and this the tequila. And each plant, I think, produces like, what was it, 10 bottles, something like that. And he has like, I don't know how many plants. It's phenomenal. It really is. So we're excited to show you guys that, which will be in this.
Cool. You guys are here now?
Yeah.